London is one of the most amazing cities in the world, filled with so many famous landmarks and things to see. I have 3 different guides on my channel that will help you see as many of the must-see tourist attractions in London, depending on how much time you have here. 1 day, 3 days, or 5 days. But I wanted to do something a little different in this video for those of you who have even more time here or who have already been to London and seen all of the must-see tourist spots and are looking for something different. I've lived in London for almost 2 years now, and I am still constantly finding new amazing things to do in this city. It's just endless. So today I'm sharing 10 amazing things to do in London that most tourists miss, or 10 non-touristy hidden gems to see in London. So if you want to explore the city like a local and discover hidden gems, this list is for you. Starting at number 10 and going all the way to my favorite spot in London at number 1, so stick around. At number 10 we have Little Venice. Most tourists flock to the Thames River, which is the main river that runs through central London, where you can see Big Ben, Tower Bridge, and the London Eye. But did you know London has its own Venice? Little Venice is a beautiful canal area near Paddington, perfect for a peaceful stroll. You can take a boat ride down the Regent's Canal to Camden, or just relax at a waterside cafe. There are multiple boats here that are restaurants or bars, so you can grab a bite or a drink with a unique view. If you look up the Cheese Barge on Google Maps, this will bring you right to this area, and also that is a pretty nice boat that you can get some charcuterie platters and a drink. But of course, if that's not your vibe, just use it to lead you to this area and browse other boats nearby. From here, you can walk and continue along the canal for about 40 minutes through Regent's Park and end at Camden Market. Which leads me to number 9, Camden Market. Now this one is probably the most touristy spot on the list, but I'm including it because typically if you only have a few days in London to see all of the main touristy spots right in the city center, you won't have enough time to squeeze in Camden Market since it is a little bit further out of the way. Now I'm sure it was already pretty famous before this, but I know the line in Taylor Swift's London Boy song when she says, "I enjoy walking Camden Market in the afternoon," brought even more attention to this amazing market. It's one of London's most vibrant market, known for its eclectic mix of food, fashion, art, and culture. The market is actually made up of several smaller markets, each with its own distinctive vibe. Camden Lock Market is famous for its arts and crafts, while Stables Market, which is set in a historic horse hospital, offers a mix of vintage clothing, antiques, and quirky home decor. Buck Street Market, with its colorful shipping containers, focuses on sustainable fashion and independent brands. Music lovers will also find plenty to enjoy, as Camden has long been a hub for UK's punk and rock scene, with legendary venues like the Roundhouse and Electric Ballroom nearby. But my absolute favorite part of Camden Market is its incredible food scene. They literally have it all. Think giant Yorkshire pudding wraps, gourmet mac and cheese, Venezuelan arepas, freshly baked chimney cakes, and everything in between. I'd highly recommend getting something small from a few stalls so you can try as much as possible. At number 8, we have Columbia Road Flower Market. It's one of the real hidden gems in London. It's only a 10-minute walk from Brick Lane, which is a popular street for vintage shopping and hipster vibes. The market is held every Sunday morning between 8 a.m. and around 3 p.m. There are around 50 stalls selling every kind of flower or plant you can imagine. There are also around 60 small independent shops, including several cafes. Plus, there are usually live musicians scattered around, so it's a nice way to spend a Sunday morning. Even if you don't want to buy any flowers or plants since you're just visiting for a few days, grab a coffee and just walk through the market and soak it all in and just see something different in London. Next up is Leek Street Tunnel at number 7, also known as the Banksy Tunnel. It's one of London's best street art hotspots. It's a 300-meter long tunnel located beneath Waterloo Station and is a hidden gem for graffiti and art lovers. What makes Leek Street unique is that it's one of the few legal street art spaces in London, meaning artists can freely create and experiment without the risk of fines or removal. So it's basically a constantly evolving gallery of colorful murals, political statements, and artistic expression. The tunnel first gained recognition in 2008 when the world-famous street artist Banksy hosted the Cannes Festival there, including artists from around the world to showcase their work. Since then, Leek Street has become a cultural landmark, attracting both established and up-and-coming up-and-coming graffiti artists who transform the wall into new pieces daily. Besides the street art, Leek Street Tunnel is also home to underground bars, live music venues, and immersive theater experiences, making it a hub for alternative nightlife. If you're American and wanting a little taste of home or want to watch an American sports game, head to Passyunk Avenue, which is a Philly-themed sports bar and always shows all of the American sports games, even college football. Number 6 is for someone who loves beer, the Bermondsey Beer Mile. This is a paradise for craft beer lovers, offering a unique and immersive tasting experience in one of London's trendiest neighborhoods. So basically, it's a legendary beer trail along these railway arches of Bermondsey that stretches out for about a mile long, hence the name. So you're essentially just brewery hopping, because for the entire mile, all next door to one another are different breweries. So even as someone who doesn't really drink or like beer, I thought it was really fun because we were just constantly moving. One beer and then head next door, another beer, head next door, and then continue down this area. It started off as a small cluster of microbreweries, but has grown into a thriving beer scene with breweries like the Colonel Brewery, Brew by Numbers, Four Pure, and Anspach and Hobday leading the charge. The whole experience has a very laid-back atmosphere where you're just focused on good beer and good vibes. You can go at night, of course, but it's actually a popular Saturday afternoon activity, like day drinking. Many spots are pet-friendly, and some even have food trucks or pop-up kitchens serving everything from barbecue to artisan pizza. It really reminded me of similar vibes to when we were living in Austin, Texas, which I really liked. Not intense party, just good drinks, good vibes, and good food. At number 5, we have Primrose Hill, which is perched just north of Regent's Park. It's one of London's most picturesque spots at 63 meters or 206 feet high, with breathtaking panoramic views of the city skyline, where you can easily see landmarks like the Shard, St. Paul's Cathedral, and the London Eye. So it's a great spot to go up there for a picnic and even catch a sunset over the skyline if you're lucky enough to have a clear day. Besides the actual park and the stunning views, the area surrounding Primrose Hill is known for its charming, village-like atmosphere. The neighborhood is lined with pastel-colored townhouses, boutique shops, and cozy cafes, so it kind of has this upscale yet relaxed feel. The High Street Regent's Park Road has lots of independent bookstores, artisanal bakeries, and cozy brunch spots. The area was once a royal hunting ground, and today it remains one of London's protected viewpoints, meaning no buildings can obstruct its famous skyline. It's a place where nature and history and modern city life all come together seamlessly, and is definitely one of London's best kept gems. The number 4 spot on the list goes to the Ye Olde Cheshire Cheese. It's one of London's most historic and atmospheric pubs. It was rebuilt in 1667 after the Great Fire of London, but has been around for centuries and is said to be a favorite pub for many literary greats like Charles Dickens, Mark Twain, and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. As soon as you step inside, you're transported back in time. The low ceilings, dim candlelit rooms, and wooden paneled walls create an unmistakable old world charm. The layout of the pub is like a maze of narrow corridors and multiple levels, with cozy nooks and hidden rooms where you can enjoy traditional British ales and classic pub food. Its rustic, no-frills character makes it a true gem for those looking to experience an authentic slice of London's past. At number 3, we have Greenwich, which is one of London's most historic and scenic neighborhoods, known for its rich naval history, charming markets, and stunning riverside views. Greenwich provides a relaxing escape from central London while still being packed with things to see and do. The area is most famous for being the home of the Prime Meridian at the Royal Observatory, marking the line of the Greenwich Mean Time, or GMT, so you can stand in 2 hemispheres at once. Another highlight is Greenwich Park, one of London's 8 royal parks with breathtaking panoramic views of the London skyline. For those who love food and shopping, Greenwich Market is a must visit since it has a mix of artisan stalls, street food vendors, and handmade crafts. Nearby, there is also the famous pie shop Goddard's at Greenwich, where you can try their famous pie and mash plates for less than £6, which is such a steal for London. And if you're looking for something adventurous, you could even ride the Emirates Airline cable car for the scenic aerial view of the Thames River and Canary Wharf below you. Number 2 on the list is Spitalfields Market, located in the heart of East London. Dating back to 1638, it was originally established as a fruit and vegetable market, but now has evolved into one of London's most exciting shopping and dining destinations. The market is divided into different sections. Old Spitalfields Market is the main attraction under this gorgeous Victorian style roof with a ton of different independent traders selling everything from handcrafted leather goods to limited edition artwork. On certain days, the market hosts specialist events like vintage fairs, record markets, and antique sales, making every visit a unique experience. There's also Spitalfields Art Market that showcases work from local artists where you can pick up one-of-a-kind paintings, prints, and sculptures. Besides shopping, Spitalfields Market is a food lover's paradise. They literally have it all. My personal favorite is the Dumpling Shack, which has the most incredible, authentic Shanghai-style soup dumplings, something I miss so much from my time living in China, and it's surprisingly hard to find in a lot of places. Some other popular spots are Bleecker Burger, Hawksmoor, Spitalfields, or if you want to splurge, check out Galvin La Chapelle, a Michelin-starred French restaurant. And at number 1 on the list, we have one of my absolute favorite areas in London, Richmond. Most people have heard of this area only if they have watched the show Ted Lasso. Otherwise, it's not very well known by tourists since it's out in Zone 4 and not really near any of the main London attractions. Richmond is one of the city's most picturesque and affluent neighborhoods, offering a perfect mix of nature, history, and relaxed riverside charm, known for its lush green spaces, historic sites, and quaint village atmosphere. Richmond feels like a tranquil escape from the hustle and bustle of central London while still being easily accessible via the District Line and National Rail. One of the area's biggest draws is Richmond Park, the largest of London's royal parks, covering over 2,500 acres of rolling meadows filled with free roaming deer. There's also the iconic Richmond Hill viewpoint, Ted Lasso filming locations, and the high street filled with tons of shops and restaurants. Last week I posted an in-depth guide to Richmond, so let's take a look at that now so you can make the most of your day here.